You said you made a new deck?
I did,
Very cool.
and I'm going to try it out. This is Henzie Toolbox Torre. He's a 3/3 Devil Rogue. Each creature spell you cast with mana value 4 or greater has Blitz. Blitz cost is equal to its mana cost. Blitz means that I can cast it for its Blitz cost. It gains haste, but I have to sacrifice it at the end of turn. But when it dies, I get to draw a card. He also reduces my Blitz costs by 1 generic for
Mhm.
each time I've cast him from the command zone. I built this yesterday and I essentially threw it together, and I want to see if I actually enjoy the gameplay style and then revise based on that. And he is black, red, and green in color identity.
I'm playing the Teamer Roar deck, which is with my commander Ureni of the Unwritten.
I'm mulliganing by the way, and my hand was totally barren of lands. So
Yeah. So I took the first mulligan and I had the exact opposite problem. I was full of lands, nothing else, pretty much. And now I'm the opposite, just about. And so I figure I should take the second mulligan.
yeah, might be good. This is I can play this. Yes.
So if I take a second mulligan, I get a card. I have to return one card, right?
You have to put one at the bottom of your deck in
Mm-hmm.
Commander. Yeah. In other formats, the mulligan functions differently, but here, yeah, you draw 7 and then you put one at the bottom of the deck.
All right, I will play this.
Okay. So today I get to start. Been a while.
Yes.
So I don't draw. I will play a Reliquary Tower. I have no maximum hand size. You go.
I'm gonna play Hinterland Harbor. It enters tapped. Your turn.
Okay. Draw. Play a Swamp and tap 2 for an Arcane Signet. And that's it. You can go.
Okay. Untap, draw for turn. Mossfire Valley, and then tap two for Arcane Signet. So literally your play, pretty much. And pass the
All
turn to
right.
you.
Untap, draw. Play a Tainted Wood. Tap for green and colorless. I will cast 3 visits. It lets me get a forest card and put it onto the battlefield. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to find a stomping ground. I have to pay 2 life for this to enter untapped. So now I have my 3 colors. Arcane Signet for red, black, and green. And I will cast Henzie.
All
And
right.
that'll be my turn.
All right. Untap, draw. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna play Compulsion Forest for my turn. Okay, I'm gonna play Migration Path. One, two, three, and four. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I'm going to do a forest and an island. And then I'll pass turn to you.
Untap, draw a card. Play Mountain for turn. I'm going to blitz. I'm going to take advantage of this blitz cost. I'm going to pay black, red, and 1 more for Carter. Doom Scourge. All your creatures are goaded until next turn for 1 turn. And now with the blitz means he has haste, but I have to sacrifice him at the end of turn, right?
Okay.
Uh, and then I get to draw a card from that blitz when he dies. And I'm going to pay 3 green and 2 more to cast this enchantment, Garruk's Uprising. When this enters, if I control a creature with power 4 or greater, I draw a card, which I do. Carter is a 4/3. Creatures I control have trample. and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, I get to draw a card. So, yeah. Now I'm going to move to attacks, if I may.
Yes,
I'm going to attack you for 7.
I'll take it.
Take 7. 3 of that is commander. Move through the second main phase at my end step because I blitzed Carter. I have to sacrifice him. So I sacrifice him, and since I blitzed him in, when he dies, I get to draw a card. So I draw another card, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Untap. And I draw for turn. I'm going to play Frontier Bivouac for my turn, and then I'm going to play Farseek, 1 green and 1 colorless. Yeah, that's fine. Farseek, search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I'll go with the forest.
You still have 4 mana, right? So
Yep, that's correct. I will use the Arcane Signet so I can get a green and a red to play Dragon Lord's Servant. Dragon
yeah,
Lord's Servant is a goblin shaman that is a 1/3, and dragon spells I cast cost me 1 mana less to cast. 1 generic mana less to cast, right?
yeah. Hmm.
And then I'm going to play Talisman of Impulse for 2, and that's literally all my mana tapped.
All right.
All right, your turn.
Untap. Draw. Going to play an Evolving Wilds. Tap 2 for Sakura Tribe Elder. I'm going to sacrifice my Evolving Wilds to get a basic land, and to just shortcut it, I'm also going to sacrifice my Sakura Tribe Elder. So I'm going to go get 2 basic lands that enter tapped.
Okay,
So just doing the 2 things at the same time to not search twice, if that's okay.
that's okay by me.
Forest and swamp. I'm going to pay 3, taking advantage of the blitz, making this cost 1 less. I'm going to play Druid of Purification. The Druid of Purification says when he enters, starting with me, each player may choose an artifact or enchantment I don't control. Destroy each permanent chosen this way.
Hmm.
I'm going to choose your Arcane Signet.
Okay,
You may choose an artifact or enchantment I don't control and destroy that too. Do you
that you
want to
don't
choose something
control.
that I don't control? So you would have to destroy, if you wanted to, you would have to destroy your own
One
talisman.
of
I don't
mine.
think you're going to, right?
No, no, I think I'll keep it, but thanks for the option. It's good to have options.
All right, so this is really powerful in a 4-player game because everybody
Mm.
gets a choice to destroy something. But yeah, so um, yeah, it's May, so you don't have to destroy 2 things. Afterwards, I would like to move to combat.
Yep.
I'll attack you with both of them. It's a 3/3 and a 2/3. They do have trample. So it's a total of 5 damage.
So I'll take it.
You- all right, so that's 5 damage, 3 of which is commander. I'm just
Hmm.
counting it because that's the rules of the game, right? So,
Hmm. Understood.
okay. Move through my second main phase. Take no further action. In my end step, have to sacrifice the Druid of Purification because I blitzed him. But that gives me the option. I get to draw a card from that, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Excellent. All right. Untap and draw.
I don't know how good it will play out. For now, I'm ahead, but Ureni is going to come down now, so
Yep,
we'll
that's
see
right.
what happens.
Okay, so I drew for turn. I'm going to cast Ureni for 7. 6 and 7. Actually, wait, I can take 1 less. 1 less. Because
Yeah.
I have the Dragon Lord Servant. Okay. Whenever Ureni enters or attacks, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom. So let's look at those cards, shall we? All right, so the good news is I have 3 nifty little dragons on here. So now out of these, which one do I want to cast? I'm going to put the nesting dragon onto the battlefield. The nesting dragon is a flying dragon, surprise. With landfall, it says whenever a land you control enters, create a 0/2 red dragon egg creature token with defender, and when this token dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying and red mana.
Yeah. That ability that the tokens get, it's in the game known as fire breathing.
Okay.
It comes from an older card that actually is called fire breathing. So it's been put on as an ability. So in the future, I get a token with fire breathing, right? So it's for people that have been playing for a while, they know that it's you pay
Oh,
into
okay.
it to get +1/+0 for each activation. So
Okay, cool.
just as FYI, you can always read it. It's just that there's a shorthand for that ability called, yeah, I create a token with fire breathing.
Hmm. Okay, cool. I would love to attack, but I can only attack with my Dragon Lord servant, and I'd rather keep him. So pass the turn
I
to
don't have
you.
I don't have any blockers, so it's
Oh.
currently free damage if
Well, in
you
that
want
case, I
it.
guess I could just give you 1 damage, couldn't I? All right, I'll
Yeah,
attack
if
you
you
with the
want to.
Dragon Lord servant.
I'll take it.
Yes! Moving
Yes.
on. Sitting here with 1 card in the hand. And alrighty, your turn.
How Ureni 7/7, right? Or 8/8?
7/7.
7/7. Okay. Draw cards. Oh, well, this is interesting. I'll pay 6, 2 green and 4 more. I'm not going to blitz this one in. I'm going to play Kodama of the East Tree. He's a 6/6 with reach. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under my control, if it wasn't put into play with this ability, I may put a permanent card with equal or lesser converted mana cost from your hand onto the battlefield.
Hmm.
Essentially now, like if I were to play a land now, I could put another land into play. If I put a creature into play, I can put something with lower mana cost into play for free while he's on the battlefield. This will trigger Garruk's Uprising. I will draw a card. I drew that card. I cannot. I do not wish to attack. I do not wish to play anything else. I will go to my end step and pass the turn,
All right.
unless
Untap. So you said unless what?
unless you had something to do on my end step or something.
No,
So
I do not. But thank you for checking. Okay, untap, draw for turn. Yes. Okay, cool. I will play Reflections of Lichara,
oh shit. Okay.
an enchantment.
I'm assuming you're choosing dragons, right?
Well, I do have a couple of those in this deck, so yes. So let me pay for it first. I'll do this one here. That's fine. So Reflection of Lichara, an enchantment that says as this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. I choose dragon. I'm assuming I have to is a creature, yeah, dragon. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. A copy of the permanent spell becomes a token. Okay, and then I'm going to play the Taurian Mauler, which is a dragon because it's a shapeshifter. I'm going to
Yes.
pay him for 1 less because I have the Dragon Lord Servant in. So I'm going to use these two.
Yep.
And
Very good.
then, so Taurian Mauler says creature, shapeshifter, changeling. This card is every creature type. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And I paid him for 1 less because I have the Dragon Lord Servant. And now, because I cast this dragon, I get to have a copy of him. Now, question to you: since I'm copying him with Reflections of Lichara, do I call him Taurian Mauler then?
Yes, it's an exact copy. Same mana cost, same name, same abilities. So, I mean, for me, you can just put Torian Mauler and put it next to it, and we know what he does, right? So that's Taurian Mauler. There you go. And both of them trigger at the same time in regards to their tokens. They have the same, they're the exact same card.
Yep. Excellent. So I got that. And then I would like to move to attack. So I think I'll swing at you with Ureni,
Okay.
which means it triggers its ability. I get to look at the top eight cards. 1, 2, 6. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay, I think I will put my Whirlwind Stormbrood on the field. The Whirlwind Stormbrood is a dragon creature with flash, flying, and I may cast sorcery spells and dragon spells as though they had flash. Okay, I'm putting one card aside, the other ones go underneath. And that's my attack.
Sorceries and dragons as though they had flash,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Um, I'm not going to assign a blocker to Ureni. I'm
Okay.
taking some commander damage. He does have to tap, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else during your turn?
That's it.
All right. I'll move to my turn.
Yes, sir.
Draw. Oh, this is okay. You know what? Pass the turn.
Untap. And draw. Okay. I'm going to cast, not cast, sorry. I'm going to play Command Tower. Command Tower is my land for the turn. It says add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. So I got that. And because that's landfall, whenever a land you control enters, create a 0/2 red dragon egg creature token with Defender. So that's for my
I'm going
nesting.
to respond. I would like
Oh,
to respond to your landfall trigger. So
okay.
you will create a token, but before it actually happens, I would like to take an action.
Okay.
I would like to play Beast Within for 3. On this cast, both your Taurian Maulers will trigger. They get a counter, and I would like to destroy your Reflections of Lejar. And you create a 3/3 beast. So before the Reflections of Lejar gets destroyed, the Maulers get a counter each. There you go. So that ability to get the counters has resolved. Now my targeting is the Reflections of Lejar. Since I destroyed it, you create a 3/3 beast token. And now technically your dragon egg enters because I
Okay.
responded to that. So you can now proceed to your next action.
Gotcha. Okay.
Remember
Yes.
that your sorceries and dragons do have flash. So,
Right. So, but let me show you what I have in my hand.
okay. Ah, yes.
Okay. So,
Gotcha. Jazz hands. Gotcha.
so annoying.
Before you move to your attack step,
Yeah.
I would like to do something.
Go for it.
I'm going to play black and green for drag to the roots. This spell costs 2 generic less, as long as I have 4 more card types in my graveyard. I have 4, so this costs me only black and green. Destroy target non-land permanent. I would like to destroy Ureni. This
So that means he
triggers,
goes,
the casting triggers Yatorian Maulers.
yeah. Okay. So that means I would have to cast Ureni for 9 in this case. Or realistically 8 because I have my Dragon Lord Servant still in here. So it's 7, 8, 9, 8. So we'll do that. So I will cast Ureni for 8. Does that go?
Yeah.
Okay. So as we do that, I'll look at the top 8 cards of Ureni. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. Oh my gosh. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, so I'm supposedly playing a deck that's full of dragons, just to let you know.
Yeah, there's something to be said that maybe the density of dragons needs to be improved.
Okay, so at least it makes it manageable for me because I only have, in this case, two that are potential casts from the, not casts, put on the battlefield. So let's see here. Okay, I'm going to play the Parapet Thrasher as part of Ureni's ability. The Parapet Thrasher is a 4/3 dragon with flying, and it says whenever one or more dragons you control deal combat damage to an opponent, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, and I can either destroy an artifact that an opponent controls, that opponent controls. This creature deals 4 damage to each other opponent, or exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. All right, I think I'm going to swing at you with my two Taurian Maulers. So that's two 4/4s.
I'm going to block both of them.
Okay.
They don't trample, right?
No, they don't trample. So I guess one of them dies, right?
Yeah. I'm going to, with Kodama, I'm going to block the original, and with Henzie, I'm going to block the copy. So the original
Okay.
is going to die, and the copy stays, and my Henzie dies.
Okay.
But I don't receive damage.
That's the end of my turn. Back to you.
At the end of your turn, I would like to pay 3, and I would like to Chaos Warp Ureni. You can either put him in the command zone or shuffle him into your deck. Yeah. Once that is done, you shuffle your deck and you reveal the top card. If it's a permanent, it enters the battlefield. This triggers Utorian Mauler to grow.
Okay, so I will put Ureni in the command zone.
Right. Now you shuffle your deck.
Okay.
Once you finish shuffling, you reveal the top card. If it's a permanent, it enters the battlefield. If it's not a permanent, it stays on top.
All right. Let's see what we got. It is a rapid. No, it's an instant.
All right. So that stays on top of your deck. All right. Now I'm going to move to my turn. I'll pay 6. And I'm going to play out a Bellum T Rex. It's a 6/6 with trample. When this enters, I gain 3 life. Does this happen?
Yes.
All right, so I gain 3 life. This triggers Kodama. Whenever another permanent enters, if it wasn't put into play with this ability, I can put something with equal or lesser cost into play for free. I'm going to, sorry, I also draw a card from the T-Rex. I'm going to put a Rakshasa Debaser onto the battlefield with Kodama's ability. It's a 6/6. Like when he attacks, I can put one of your creatures in your graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. This is a 6/6. Garruk's Uprising lets me draw a card. It triggers a Taurian Mauler. And I am going to cast another spell. So I'm going to cast a Rampant Growth. I'm going to look for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield. So that triggers Taurian Mauler.
Okay.
I will find a mountain. I will not attack this turn. I'm going to pass the turn to you.
I'm going to untap and draw. Okay, so I'm going to cast Rapid Hybridization to destroy your reach creature. For 1 blue. Okay, and then I'm going to swing at you with my 3 dragons. 1, 2, 3 here.
I do get a frog lizard from the rapid hybridization.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You get a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token. Sorry about that. Okay, and then I'm going to swing at you with my Parapet Thrasher for 4, Nesting Dragon for 5, and my Whirlwind Stormbrood for 4. So total of 13.
Yep, I'll take it. Can't block.
Okay, and then so for whenever one or more dragon you control deals combat damage to an opponent, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Destroy target artifact that opponent controls. Deal 4 damage to each other opponent. Okay, or I can exile the top card of my library and I may play it this turn. So I'm going to do that. This is Storm's Wrath.
You do have to
Storm
tap the
says,
attacking creatures. Just who attacked? The Taurian Mauler, the Parapet Thresher, and the Nesting Dragon?
no, the Taurian Mauler didn't attack. I'm sorry. It's these three here. Sorry about that. That's my mistake. I hadn't untapped this guy. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do the one where it says, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. So in my second main phase, right? I can play this. So it's
Yes.
Storm's Wrath for 2 red and 2 regular. It says Storm's Wrath deals 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. So that means each creature, including mine.
Yes. Are you going to do it?
No, it's
Okay.
exiled. All right, pass the turn to you.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'll cast Gladiolus Amethysia. He is a 6/6. Surprise. He's a 6/6. When he enters, I search my library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And he has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, another target creature I control gets +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. I'll find a command tower, which will trigger Gladiolus. I will give the Rakshasa Debaser +2/+2 and trample. He already has trample. I also get to draw a card off of Garruk's Uprising. You do draw a card, put a counter because I cast a spell.
Yeah.
So the Rakshasa Debaser got +2/+2. I get to draw a card. I would like to attack you, if I may,
Sure.
with the Rakshasa Debaser. When he attacks, what creatures do you have in your graveyard? The Taurian Mauler and what else? Nothing else, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to put the Taurian Mauler on the battlefield under my control as a part of the effect of the debaser. And now you have an 8/8 coming at you.
I think I'll throw my defender in front of that. My red dragon egg.
Okay. All right. So your red dragon egg absorbs 2 of the 8, so you take 6.
I take 6.
And you create it's the egg hatches and you get a 2/2 flyer with fire breathing.
Right.
Done for the turn. You can go.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to untap. Draw for turn. I'm going to cast Broodcaller Scourge, which is a dragon. So he costs me 1 less. So it's a total of 6. Whenever 1 or more dragon you control deal combat damage to a player, you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to that damage from your hand onto the battlefield. All right, so I'm going to attack you with my flying creatures. That's these. And then I'll swing at you with my Taurian Mauler as well, which has 8.
Okay. I'm going to block the Taurian Mauler with the frog.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, nothing else can block.
Okay, so that means you get a damage of 6, 11, 15.
Okay. 15.
I will look at the top card. I will exile the top card to possibly play it. So it's just a mountain. I get to play that,
And you
which
create another egg.
gives me another egg, yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Move to my turn. Draw. Okay. I'm going to pay 5 for Henzie. And then I will pay 4 to blitz in Wolfgar. He actually costs me Wolfgar of Icewind Dale, which will trigger Garruk's Uprising to draw me a card. Wolfgar of Icewind Dale is a 4/4. That says if attacking triggers the ability of one of my creatures to trigger, then it triggers twice. And he has melee. Melee says this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each opponent you attack this combat. So essentially, when he attacks, he gets +2/+2 because it triggers twice.
Okay. And I've added
Uh,
a counter to my Taurian Mauler for you casting that.
yeah, should be 2 counters actually,
Why two?
because I've cast two spells,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Wolfgar and Henzie. So Wolfgar does have haste. I'll play my land for turn, which will trigger Gladiolus. Gladiolus will give +2/+2 to Wolfgar. I will say Wolfgar. This is just until end of turn, so I'll pay 3 to blitz in the Demagogue. He's a 7/6. At the beginning of my upkeep, I have to sacrifice a creature. When I sacrifice him, um, each opponent discards a card, and I draw a card and gain 2 life. This will trigger Garruk's Uprising. I did cast a spell, so you do get that trigger. And since I blitzed him, he does have haste. I would now like to move to combat.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures attacking, and he triggers twice. So I am attacking you with 1/6/6, another 6/6. You don't have any creatures in your graveyard, so I don't get to reanimate. Another 6/6, so 6, 12, 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 7 is 28, plus 8 is 36 points of damage coming at you. Everything tramples.
Block the biggest one with the Brood Collar Scourge.
Right? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's since he's an 8/8, 1 point of damage will get through from that.
Right. And this guy goes away.
Right. Let's put him aside for now. So
Okay.
you've blocked this, and 1 point of damage is getting through from
Okay.
that block. What's the
Okay.
next thing that you're going to block?
I think I'll throw my green beast in front of your Taurian Mauler, which is a 3/3.
Okay, that's fully blocked. There's still 25 damage coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna block the demon there in the middle with my defender. So it turns into a red dragon fire breathing.
After it dies, it doesn't die yet. It
Okay.
dies on damage, so not yet.
Okay. So this one I'll block the weird alien looking guy in the middle.
Okay.
And I'll throw the goblin shaman towards your other biggest creature on the right, the one you keep on tapping first.
Okay.
Yes,
On the right. Okay, so you're blocking these two.
that's correct.
Okay, you're receiving 6 from
Mm-hmm.
Gladiolus, right?
Yep,
6. 6 from the Rakshasa. 1 from the point of damage that you couldn't block on Wolfgar.
correct.
In this one, you blocked with your 1/3, correct?
That one I blocked with my 0/2 with my defender egg.
All right, so you receive 4 from the overflow damage.
Yep,
And this one you blocked with your 1/3, so
that's
you
correct.
receive 4 more. One,
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that now we're at damage. My Taurian Mauler dies. My Wolfguard dies, causing me to draw a card. And you're at 1, and at the end of the turn, I draw a card from the Demagogue dying. And I die when you attack me with your flying, fire-breathing 2/2. Essentially. Well,
Mm.
it's your turn. Can you deal 5 damage?
I think I might be able to. So I will attack you with my nesting dragon for 5. Does it pass?
Yes.
GG.
I
Basically,
needed
that's
one. I needed 1 point of damage to get through, and unfortunately, you only cast one spell on your turn. So my Taurian Mauler was a 3/3 instead of a 4/4, and it's sort of like what I banked on. I was scrambling to find one of two answers in my deck, and yeah, it didn't come. I knew for how much I was attacking, and it really came down to how you were going to block. Like if you had put your dragon in front of my 7/6, you would have died,
right.
right? But you put it in front of the 8/8. So there was my point of damage. So that was really the big thing. Where were you going to assign your big guy? Right? You did the right choice by blocking the biggest one with your biggest one, so only 1 point of damage got through. If you had blocked my 7/6, then actually it would have mathed out slightly different. It also feels good when your deck does what it's supposed to do. I actually feel pretty good about how this deck did. I was able to
Yeah.
remove key pieces, and it would have been much worse. I was lucky that you didn't find anything that drew you cards. And I mean, I looked up the deck list, and there are a couple of things in there, not many, that draw you cards, right? The Teamer Ascendancy and Elemental Bond being the big ones that draw you
Yeah.
cards. And those are both enchantments, and they work off of when a big creature enters under your control. So you don't actually have to pay anything extra. You just play your game, and then they draw you cards, right? So that's good. Um, but maybe like you saw this the enchantment I played in Garruk's Wake, sorry, in Garruk's Uprising, which is similar to Elemental Bond, right? So when a creature that's 4 power or greater enters, you draw a card, and it gives everything trample. So there are things to improve. Card draw being the biggest thing in that deck. So you already identified that. But then again, if you find a way to just cast your commander after it's being removed, then it's not a problem because you cast your commander, then you get something big for free, right? You've Today you didn't whiff. You almost whiffed twice, but it's like, okay, so I found one, I found two, but last time we played, three
Yeah.
times in a row, I found nothing,
And it was
right?
close. Like a couple of times. One time I mean, this time it did. You're right, but it was close. By the way, I wanted to get your feedback on the one card which I feel I should just take out of this deck because I mean, at least as long as I'm playing this deck commander against just one person. Because here's what it is: it's the Territorial Hellkite. So the Territorial Hellkite says has fly. It's a creature dragon, flying haste, 6/5 for 4 mana. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random that this creature didn't attack during your last combat. This
Yeah.
creature attacks that player this
So
combat. If able, if you can't, choose an opponent this way, tap this creature. So that means one turn I can attack you, next turn I can't. One turn I can attack
yeah,
you, next turn I can't.
it's bad in a two-person game, but it's a 6/5 flying haste. So it attacks the turn it comes in.
That's the thing I forgot. That's the thing I didn't realize because it's like, okay, well, it doesn't help me, but I can attack with it. Like as I put it in, it can attack right away. Although, question to you, if I put it in as a part of Ureni's ability, then it doesn't attack.
No, but I mean, but still, I mean, next turn it didn't attack. So you choose me, and still you get at least one attack every 2 turns. It's a 6/5 in the air. If you play it from your hand, it is cheaper than playing Ureni. The Territorial Hellkite is for 4 mana, you get a 6/5. So on turn 3 or 4, you put this guy in, and you swing once, and that already puts the other one on the back foot. Is it one of the changes I would make? Yeah, I mean, if you only plan to play 1v1, then it's bad. It's a pretty good upside with even given the downside. But it is thought for multiplayer games rather than 1v1.
Well, this was fun anyway. I appreciate it. It was a
Yeah.
good game. Well, I'll stop the recording here.